Thanks for joining us here on 23 ABC News. I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter, continuing our violence crisis series. Bakersfield has seen a dramatic drop in gun violence rates over the last 3 years, and city leaders are hoping to keep that momentum going with a new $5 million grant proposal. Now, funds like these go to help support prevention services, which for families like one mother's are making a difference.
16 years old. Yeah. Could have lost your life. Come on, man.
For Alicia Davidson, helping her teenage son Zevin stay on track meant connecting him with the Wendell Davis Foundation.
So my son really doesn't have a lot of positive men role models, and so I wanted him to see something and experience something different as far as male figures in his life.
Davidson said her son struggled to avoid negative influences and was even arrested earlier this year. She said while he was not the one who committed the offense, she worried.
My son is like teenagers tend to glorify like the street life, and that's what scared me.
You don't have to experience something to know what it looks like.
But even after one session at the foundation, she's seeing a positive change in her son.
He was trying to resist it at first, but afterward he realized it like opened his eyes up. I see that difference.
Stories like Zevin's represent just part of the city's larger fight against gun violence. City manager Christian Clegg said while the focus is always on saving lives first,
the value of a life is unquantifiable. It is priceless.
Preventing gun violence saves millions of dollars, money that can be reinvested into programs designed to stop future violence before it starts.
3 years ago, we were seeing 50 homicides, and now we're seeing less than half of that.
According to city data, a single deadly shooting cost taxpayers over $4 million on average, including over $15,000 for crime scene response, over $88,000 in hospital and ER care, over $198,000 in court and justice system costs, and $3.5 million for incarceration, plus victim support, social services, and lost tax revenue. Even non-fatal shootings cost nearly $1.5 million each, much of it driven by hospital care and rehabilitation.
It's hard to quantify this. If we're able to prevent one homicide, that's a savings of $4 million. If you're able to prevent 20 homicides, those are enormous savings.
The city credits this success to its Office of Violence Intervention and Prevention and partnerships with organizations like the Wendell Davis Foundation, Garden Pathways, and Community Action Partnership of Kern. Partnerships that have been in place since 2022, when the city first received over $3 million from the Board of State and Community Corrections. To sustain that success, Bakersfield has applied for a new $5 million Calif grant, which would expand outreach, strengthen partnerships, and target individuals at higher risk for gun violence.
Because we've made such progress on what we call group or gang gun violence, the percentage of our violence represented by groups is much lower. What are the other areas of gun violence that also have big impacts, like domestic violence has a fairly large proportion, as well as robberies have a fairly large portion, as well as, I mentioned already, some of our chronic homelessness.
And all you guys can do something special. Just apply yourself. What I'm trying to do is keep you out the system.
For Alicia, the success of these programs isn't measured in numbers, but in her son's future.
Like, I can't express how that first day that I can't even explain the joy that I felt from that, just knowing somebody cares that much about my child.
City officials say continued funding is key to helping keep our gun violence rates down and assist those who are at highest risk. In Bakersfield, I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter.